Okay, so I'm doing a little part 2 to the last upload that we just uploaded. Again, this is not a theory, this is fact, and it shows how perfect our scriptures are. So let's continue. Psalm 2, for example, right? Psalm 2 meaning a duality or the marriages of two twains, right? Psalm 2, the famous messianic psalm, has 12 verses in it. 12, of course, is the number for government. It's not too hard to see this. Again, here we are in the Book of Mormon, 2 Nephi 27, the famous chapter where we see the Kurt Cobain prophecies most prevalent. So 27 would be 10 plus 10 plus 7 is 27. 10 is God's completion. So there are two completions here, plus 7, our dedication to God, right? So 2 Nephi 27 is about, or at least in our times, this facet of our times, is about Kurt Cobain giving his prophecies to at least the body of Christ, right? Or messianic prophecies to the body of Christ. So we can clearly discern two completions. And 7 is our righteousness in God, our dedication in God, the prevailing over darkness, etc. Okay, now the reason why I'm making this video is because there are peculiar things in our Bible that don't seem logical, but so I just want to get into this because indeed our Bibles are perfect from heaven, okay? And yes, they've been corrupted and chopped up, but it doesn't mean they're incorrect. This has been ordained from above, from a higher source. So let's consider John chapter 1, for example. When you read the entire chapter of John chapter 1, many people would think this should be divided into two chapters. It's just logical. John chapter 1 gets into the testimony of John the Baptist, and then it gets into the early and beginning, the opening testimony of the ministry of Jesus Christ. So why is it all in one chapter? Because this is a mystery, especially in the last days, I think, that the testimony of John is the testimony of Christ. And these things are a mystery wrapped in one. This is why we see these things in chapter 1 in one chapter. Though to the logical mind, it might seem like you could clearly divide this up into two chapters. No, there are prophetic reasons for this. And when we understand that, we can understand the scriptures better. Again, we see another anomaly in our Bibles which seems like it doesn't make sense to the logical mind. The first verse of Mark chapter 9 really seems like that it should be the last verse of Mark chapter 8. It's very clear, but no, this is not a mistake. This is not a scribal mistake. This is here for prophetic reasons. Now, we read verses like Mark 9:1 in our Bibles, I think at least in 2 or 3 other places. But in here, specifically in the Gospel of Mark, it's divided into chapter 9, verse 1. Now, it perfectly makes sense for it to be at the end of chapter 8. Why? I don't know. 9 is the awakening. 8 is the renewal. Mark, the meaning of the name of Mark, I forget. I think it might mean a witness. I'm not sure what the name Mark means. But understanding these things help us understand the prophetic, the prophecies of our scriptures. It helps us understand these things better. Thanks for tuning in. Allah bless you.